Hey guys, what's going on? Hey, it's Stubbs121 with Gamers Initiative. Welcome back to the news breakdown. We are going to be covering some topics today, some topics that we think that you guys should know more about. So let's get underway. Let's get started with our first topic. Here we go. All right, guys, we are talking about Street Fighter 6. Now, the highly anticipated sixth entry in the widely popular, widely praised fighting franchise Street Fighter is set to come out very shortly. We are looking at 2023, but the important thing that we're trying to cover today is that they actually released the first 18 fighters that we're going to see with the roster when it is dropped in 2023. Now we're going to see the classics. We're going to see the Chun-Li, we're going to see the Ken, the Ryu, the E Honda, Guile, you know, all the guys that we know and that we love. Personally, I'm a Blanca fan. I love biting on them and then just electrocuting them. I mean, come on, with the spinning ball, you can't really go wrong with Blanca. I mean, he's awesome. So we're going to see him as well too, but we're also going to see a couple new fighters as well too. We are talking about Lily and Kimberly as well too, two new fighters that we're going to see, as well as some classics like I had mentioned previously. But we have a total of 18 fighters that we're going to see so far. Now that's going to be put out basically when the game is first put out back in, in 2023. But there are rumors of DLC characters that are going to be coming shortly after, because the DLC characters is kind of a normal thing that we're seeing pretty much. I mean, Super Smash is just constantly pumping out new characters all the time. I think they had like 5 expansions or something like that with new characters, with like almost 100 characters to play or something crazy like that. But we're gonna possibly see characters such as Akuma, AKI, which is a new character possibly, Ed and Rashid as well too. So some new characters there as well, but of course the legendary Akuma as well too. I mean, you can't have Street Fighter 6 without Ken, Ryu, and Akuma. I mean, come on guys, it's like the legendary. I mean, I know Akuma wasn't in the first one as well too, but the first one is kind of, it's just getting the wheels turning a little bit for what, basically what many consider to be the best one. I personally consider it to be the best one, Street Fighter 2, and then Street Fighter 2 Alpha as well too. It's just, they're the best. They really are. But Street Fighter 6 is coming out in 2023. We got our new roster of 18 characters, 18 champions to fight with. I'm super excited for this game. I haven't played probably since like Street Fighter 3. To be honest. 4 looked good, 5 looked good, but I might pick this one up too because I'm really excited for all the different characters that we're possibly going to see, and I probably will drop a bunch of cash down on expansion passes as well too. So who knows? I'm not sure. Let me know your guys' thoughts down below if you guys are excited about this. I really am, and I'll see you guys on the fighting arena. Here we go. All right, guys, for our next topic, we're going to delve a little bit deeper into this because our next topic covers 2 stories together. We're going to see one positive side and one kind of negative side from the same thing. And we're actually talking about Twitch today. Now, Twitch has had kind of a tumultuous year. A lot of different things have occurred, and this is something that is kind of like a praise. It's praised by many people due to a strike by a lot of really high names in the Twitch streaming world. Now, if you guys have seen it, the purple brand Twitch, they've dealt with a number of things over the past year, but one of the biggest things that has been pressured to basically Twitch to adjust, to fix things like that is gambling. Gambling has become pretty prevalent on Twitch streaming, and where a lot of young minds, a lot of young viewers are watching. You're putting not good things in their head sometimes with gambling. I mean, gambling, it's a pretty addictive activity to partake. Now, it's quoted that actually gambling addiction affects roughly 2 million adults in the US and another 4 to 6 million who struggle with problems gambling every year. I mean, that's insane. That's so many people. I mean, you go to Vegas used to be very popular, but Atlantic City, those are some massive gaming. I mean, Vegas is still massively gambling, but Atlantic City used to be really high up there as well too. But you look at those environments and people are just gambling constantly. And yeah, there are big winners. Don't get me wrong. There are certainly big winners. But Twitch is actually seeing some crackdown on gambling, which is a really good thing. Now, citing an article from Kotaku, we're covering the first major story here in regards to gambling. Like I said, more importantly, gambling sites and what their relation is to Twitch. Now, as we know, a pretty large scandal had broken out over on Twitch in regards to a streamer who had been scamming their viewers and peers alike out of allegedly $200,000 to fund their CSGO addiction. Now, this isn't big news, as we've seen before. Gambling has been somewhat prevalent in the past couple of years, citing all the way back to Phantom Lord, who actually won a case against Twitch in the end of the whole thing. Now, Phantom Lord, he was accused and later received a lifetime ban from Twitch for rigging bets on this website, gambling. I think it was gambling.sites for CSGO. As well, two former Twitch streamer TMARTN and Syndicate were also found to own another gambling site. Both were later fined by the Federal Trade Commission in 2017. So you know that this is not something that's new. Not new by any means, but it's finally good to see that people are starting to crack down on it. Like I said, a lot of these young viewers with impressionable minds, impressionable ideas, they're watching big name streamers. And if you see these gambling, they're going to go to that. They're going to do those things. Now, with a number of high-profile personalities promoting potentially harmful content to young impressionable fans, as many have said, it's become a bit of a stain on the streaming platform. But until recently, things are starting to change thanks to so many of those big personalities such as Pokimane, Mizkeef, XQC, and Trainwreck, with massive strike on the horizon. Now, they actually did this really huge strike that they were going to basically stop streaming in a lot of the more, high volume streaming times, such as like Christmas and other holidays as well too. So they actually pretty much right out of the bat basically said we are not going to stream on these times and these dates, which is going to significantly drop the revenue of Twitch. Twitch then responded basically saying that they're going to cut all gambling on their streaming platform as well too. Now, Twitch will no longer allow streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed in the US or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protections. The list currently includes stake.com, rollbit.com, newlbits.com, and robet.com, though Twitch says it may expand as the company continues to evaluate the situation. Twitch, though, will, however, continue to allow sports betting, fantasy sports, and poker. These appear to be the highest level changes that will take effect starting on October 18th, and Twitch is geared to share more specifics soon. Now, like I said, this massive strike that had occurred by some of those big names is a result of the changes that are coming to Twitch, and it's really good to see. Now, like I said, gambling affects roughly 2 million individuals a year, with another 4 to 6 that actually struggle with it along it as well too. Even some of the high-profile streamers have gambling addiction problems themselves, such as Slicker, who owes his peers somewhere between $200,000 to $300,000. Now, that's a pretty significant range of what he actually owes. So as you can see, some of these big profiles, they have done what they can to curtail so much of the financial problems that gambling has, not only to those who do gamble, but also to those that are affected by gambling. And it's great to see. It's really good to see that they're using this platform to be like, hey, we need to stop this. I mean, even Gaston agrees with it too. He just meowed saying, yeah, this is not good. This is not good, guys, because we don't want to provide a negative impact on so many individuals that are hoping to make their way into the streaming platform at some point. We want people to have a good time and to be well recognized and things like that for doing good, for bringing joy and bringing happiness to their community. So great on that. That's really good to see that we're getting a significant change when it comes to. But like I said as well too, though, there is the other side of the coin as well. And we actually have a negative story that has revolved around Twitch very recently as well too. Twitch has decided to change how their subscription is going to be split between their platform itself as well as the streamers too. Now, for pretty much forever, it was a 70-30 cut, 70 going to the streamer and 30% going to the platform. And it seemed like that was a pretty good, split between. And things seem to work out great, things seem to work out well. But unfortunately, Twitch is actually changing the way that they're going to distribute this split. They're actually going to have a 50-50 split when it comes to streamers. 50% going to the platform and 50% going to the streamer as well too. This seriously affects so many streamers that have based their personalities, their business, their livelihood off of streaming and what they can do, how they can live and things like that. And it's really important to see how these changes are affecting those streamers as well too. Now, unfortunately, Twitch will be changing those guidelines in the next year, so we're going to possibly see this adjustment in 2023. The only difference, though, is that we're going to actually see a change to when that 50-50 to that 70-30 change is going to occur. Now, what they're saying is that anybody who makes up to that $100,000 mark for their subscriptions individuals. You're not going to see a 50-50 split. You're going to still see the 70-30, which is really good. But after you hit that $100,000 mark, it's going to revert to that 50-50, and we're not going to actually see those changes until June of 2023. So there is some time that things may adjust, but unfortunately Twitch has basically put their foot down and said, no, we are going to stand by this decision of keeping it with that 70-30. And their thought process is that it's going to help to even out the playing field for smaller Twitch streamers and big, massive personality Twitch streamers. I mean, Twitch has already lost some really, really important people like Myth and Lily Pichu as well too. So it kind of seems like a continuous snowball of things that are starting to occur. But at the same time, it seems like you're undermining those individuals who have been with Twitch since the start, who have built their brand specifically around them, but also have built their brand to increase Twitch's, viability. I mean, Twitch and streaming is now a custom practice through pretty much everything. I mean, you go back 10, 15 years, you tell someone that, hey, I'm going to play a video game and you watch me over the internet, people would look at you and be like, I know I'm good. I'm going to play it myself. But streaming has become so much more than just that. I mean, they're streaming with talk shows. They're streaming with cooking shows. Of course, video games as well too. But there's just chilling out, talking, having a good time, getting to know the community that follows you and watches you as well too. So many of these big communities, these big personalities that have required or have hit that $100,000 mark, they're going to see a significant change in the way that they're going to have that money distributed back to them. Now, subscriptions are $4.99 a month, so you can basically continuously help your streamer that you really enjoy and just keep it continuously going. Now, like I said, that's $4.99 a month. But who knows? I mean, is this Twitch just trying to get more money out of them because they claim that they need it to keep the platform running strong, to make sure that they're following the guidelines, to make sure that things are running smoothly? But it seems like it's been running pretty smoothly for quite a while. I mean, there are always bumps in the road there, but it seems like they've kind of adjusted accordingly. Now, Twitch is actually owned by Amazon. And as we already know, Amazon makes a stupid amount of money, like an absurd amount of money. So is this them just trying to snag as much money as frequently possible? I don't know. I really don't, but it seems like it might be. And with the recent deal that they had with NFL to stream, NFL games, I mean, it's pulling more people into that as well too. So, I mean, I don't know. It really seems like they're just trying to be a lot more greedy. It really does. It doesn't feel like it's trying to even out the playing field by any means. And this may then push those high-profile streamers to other platforms such as YouTube, where you can stream live, and Facebook Gaming, which I don't know a whole lot about or what their split revenue is. But I know Facebook Gaming is really trying to kind of break into the group as well too, to be one of the big major streamers, because we saw Microsoft try it and it really didn't work out a whole lot with Mixer. But who knows? I don't really know, but it seems like they're just really trying to pull in a lot more profit and care more about themselves than they actually are about the community and the streamers that have based their entire life, based their job, their business, their personality, everything off of what they're trying to do. I don't know a whole lot beyond that, but this is what we're seeing. And like I said, those changes are going to come in June 2023. I don't make anywhere near that. I don't stream a whole lot. This is kind of the only thing that I really do is YouTube, so it doesn't really affect me a whole lot. I'd like to do more streaming, but I don't think I'll ever kind of hit that point as well too, because we're still pretty small as well too. But let me know your guys' thoughts down below. How do you guys feel about this? I'm curious to know, but let me know. All right, guys, that wraps it up. We had a bunch of really important topics that we thought that you guys should know more about, specifically Twitch as well too, the major changes that we're seeing with gambling, but as well too the 50-50 split that we're seeing for revenue for streamers. It's really insane. It really is. But I'm so glad that you guys have been here. Gaston and I are really happy that you guys have stopped by, basically been a part of this. We really appreciate it more than you guys know. If you guys do like what you see, definitely don't forget to hit that sub button, that like button, and that bell button to be notified of any new videos that are coming out. We really appreciate it. Like I said, we're trying to pump these videos out pretty often for you guys, and we really appreciate you guys just checking us out. Thank you guys so much for being here. Like we always say, don't forget to be awesome, and don't forget to love, because hell, we could always use it. And I'll be sure to catch you on the next video. Bye guys, have a great day.